welcome back. Some of you may recognize Darlene from when I went to New York for the first time and did my first haircutting class there. And my good friend and client Lori named her for me, Darlene. So thank you for that. I have a new model today. So if you want to send me an email about what you would like to name this new model, please go right ahead. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate a few things on the new model. I am going to first show you the Wow powder and how it works. So let's rotate this. Say you have, oh my God, I have some major roots. I do have an auburn. I'm not going to use it because it's not open. So I'm going to pretend that she has blonde highlights that need to go on there. Can you see what I'm doing here? So I'm taking, there are two ends to this brush. This one is wider, so you would use that on the roots. This one is more narrow and more for highlighted effect. So I am, just like you would any sort of eyeshadow, I like to pinch it a little bit to make it a little bit more fine. And then you literally just give her, or yourself in this case, highlights at your root area. So that's one thing you could do. Or if you are blonde and have gray roots, obviously this would cover the gray roots. So pretend here that she has a lot more root than she has, and I would then want to use my darker, again, I am using brown Wow powder. That's okay.
Cameraman is terrible.
Cameraman, that's okay. I'm not firing you, I'm keeping him. Again, you get it onto the brush, and then I like to hold the hair flat, and it covers. So it really does actually make a difference. It's hard to tell on a non-natural hair product, but you can see the difference between that and that. It does cover gray. Honest, you're gonna have to trust me on that. Okay, so those are two products that you can use. We also have the Wow, the fibers. I don't have anyone with thinning hair as opposed to bald head to show that. So that's one thing you can do. You can do a zigzag parting to try and hide some of the gray. Zig, zag, zig, zag. And then you open that up. And then all of a sudden you get more lift at your roots and you don't see the gray as much. That's another option. Bandanas are great. Hats are fantastic. All of the above. Now, I know some of you have gone to the drugstore and have purchased some products because you just cannot stand it. And I get that, and I totally get that, and I give you my blessings. So I'm going to address that now. Obviously, the products that I use are organic. They have no ammonia, they have no resorcinol, which is damaging, drying to the hair. They have organic essential oils as well as argan oil. So the products, my main concern is the texture of your hair. I can pretty much fix any color mishaps, but the texture of your hair. So when you're coloring your hair at home with yourself, your husband, your child, who's ever doing it for you, please make sure that they only touch the root area. Don't have them bring it through to the ends. Please, please, please. I know you're going to be doing this at home. What you want to start with is some sort of barrier cream. So if you have a thick cream at home or an oil, olive oil, anything like that will protect the skin. You want to put it all, whoa! You want to make sure that her head isn't going to move on you. You want to put it all over her skin and really, really, really slather her ears. I don't know if you can see this. Slather her ears and behind her ears. Those are really sensitive areas, and if you are sensitive to the color, then you could get a rash from that. So do that all the way around the neck, both sides of the face. Okay, first. And then they're going to want you to put gloves on, probably. They will have gloves in the packet. Follow what instructions they have for mixing. Don't leave it on too long. Don't think, oh, this will be better. Not always. Okay. What we start with is your part line. You might want to get a close-up on this, honey. So wherever your part is, you start, you push it into, can you see? This isn't color, this is conditioner. You push it into the scalp, and then you do it the other way on the other side as well. It's important to start at your part because that's the area most seen, so it gets the color on it longest. I like to break the hair color into 4 sections. So from the part, I section all the way down the back, and then I would do the same thing on both sides, all the way down the back, to keep it in sections. And then at the top, pretty much from ear to ear. So there's her ear down, and there's her ear down. It's hard to move this. I don't know how well I'm blocking. The next thing you want to do is all the way around the hairline, because people see that the most. And again, you just want to take it a little 1/4 of an inch. You do actually want to touch the skin because the hair follicle goes into the hair or into your skin. And if you just touch the hair and not the skin, you won't actually get as much coverage as you think you are getting. So you need to touch the skin a little bit. That's why you have the barrier cream on. And then I do all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to pretend I've done the same thing on the other side. I've made this section. So you have 4 whole sections. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I take, can you see, about a 1/4 inch, lift it up. I put some pressure on it so that the color from the original part line gets onto the other side. And then, yeah, why don't you get up? And then I kind of push it in, and then I just lightly brush the other way. I take another 1/4 inch or smaller. If you have really thick hair, you'll have to take smaller sections than if you have really fine hair. Again, I put a teeny bit of pressure. I push it on so that the color, you can see it coming through this already. Then I do the non-colored part, and then I brush through, etc. Pulling my section, pulling it tight so some of the color is already coming through onto that piece. Doing my new section, and then covering the old section. So you're going to do that all the way down one side, all the way down the other side, all the way down the back. Some manufacturers will have you put a cap on for heat, some won't. I don't know, whatever color you're using. Hopefully that was helpful for you. And as I say, I give you my blessings. My biggest concern is your texture. My next video is going to be a Q&A. Woohoo! Some people have already put their questions in. If you have any questions, please ask them so that I can come back to you in another couple weeks with a video. My last one took me 2 days to download, so here's hoping I can do it in 1 day, and you'll be seeing me tomorrow. I miss you so much. Thanks to our cameraman. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.
Bye.